Good morning, everybody on YouTube. How we doing? Welcome to Grimmzilla stream, brought to you by Angry Soda and White Bat Radio. We will be using promo code GetAlice to start ourselves off. This is a brand new account. Start ourselves off with Alice the Wanderer. We've already collected a LIGHTSWORN, so here's our lineup so far. We have nothing but these wonderful boots to throw on her for now. And we're going in with a bang. Can't instant upgrade to level 5 for some reason, but we'll keep going from there. We're at level 5 so far. Watch it go. We hit HP, unfortunately, but that can be good to keep her alive early on. We're hoping for crit right now. Stay away from... Always drama, even in the morning. Okay, so here we go. We hit 1 crit rate. Excellent, awesome. Great to see, great to hear. We're going to do 1 more level. Once we have level 5, we will instant upgrade it to 12. No other artifacts in sight. No. There's some... Oh yeah, we got some rewards here to throw on her. There we go. Hopefully for crit rate, crit damage, and some attack. We got accuracy. Accuracy defense is what it is. Going on. We're just going to do level 4 for now and then jump into campaign. 3, 4. Level 4. Hope everyone's having a great morning so far. Okay. Let's change things up a little bit. We're just gonna pick Aethel as our avatar. There's no basic frame, you have to win all these, so can't change the frame. Angry Soda to play 25. And with that, we can go into here. We'll get the gems. We'll leave the energy for now. Get some nice juicy silver. Any champions that come in here, we're going to be grabbing. And somebody got Thor. Congrats to them. Starting things off with Thor is really, really nice. He'd be great. He would be a great champion for the... new event starting tomorrow. Let's also clear these away. Okay, we got the tutorial done. Excellent. Now, we have no gear whatsoever for our champions. We're going to take our friends out of here for a second, throw Alice in and LIGHTSWORN, and let them rock and roll. He is a void support, so he will help us out greatly. He's got some decent multipliers as well. They're both good right to endgame, so that's why I thought they'd be an interesting pair. The other cool thing about Alice is that she and LIGHTSWORN both are... I grabbed LIGHTSWORN's for his because for the account start. Also, for all 3 of these are the same faction. And if you add an Aethel, same faction. So we're going to have a good faction run as well. Crit damage gloves. Get them in there. Level 5, we can now auto upgrade. So he is a defense-based champion. Just gonna put those on him for now. Just buff him up a little bit. And there we go. Level 5, you unlock this starter pass. It's going to tell you about your daily challenges in here and your apprentice challenges. These are all for Aethel. Whatever starter champion you pick, that's what the last page will be. And then you go and jump in here. And it's telling you if you pay for it, you can get Rector Drath. She's a great champion. You can also use some codes and links to start with her. I was just checking out a YouTuber named Volkin's page. He has the links there. I've also included one in my down and below in the description. Okay, and here we go. No, go away. Awesome. Okay. As we're going, we're going to get words like this. This banner will increase the XP we're getting. Back into this crypt. Now we're going to have to jump back in here to get artifacts for one of the missions, so you want to try and line everything up as you're going. Hello, cat. Alright. So that's the first one done. 3-starred the whole way. We got a nice... She is also Sacred Order. I don't know if I said the right faction earlier, but they're Sacred Order, sorry. So all of them so far are Sacred Order. That's a full 5 team, 2 supports, 3 attack champions, 1's an ally attack. Aethel has triple hit, so it works out great for her as well. But we're going to jump in here, because we have to do all these missions again from the castle, and there's a mission down here. We just completed the first one. 6 artifacts. Now I don't want to just throw things on her, we're hoping these... So I was going to say we're hoping these rolled. This is the only good one just because the base stat, the other 2 stats are not good. This is okay, but unfortunately it's more defensive. Also defensive. The shield would be better on her. Shield, helmet, and weapon are all going to go here on her. So what we'll do is go over here, we take this down, we remove it because we're going to put them on Aethel. Accuracy's great on Aethel, so... Now we have a full lifesteal set. As we're daily logging in, we'll get epic ones from the Shaman Chase. As of tomorrow, though, that might be replaced by the new event champion. So we're going to get another legendary in 7 days from the start of that event. The game has been having these upgrade issues as of late. So when this upgrades to level 9, it all of a sudden will... yeah. Game is currently... It's something wrong with it for new accounts. So I got 1 and 1 there. It only seems rolling to level 8 is the problem. Rolling level 4 is fine. And then rolling level 8, it just messes right up. I don't understand why. So we got crit right there. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. We are going to go over here to Lightsworn. Now these are all attack based, but for Aethel, we can put on that gear that we took off of her and get rid of this junk. Do not pay the 2,000 for this. This is junk, so you destroy it. Same with the helmet. It is junk. Goodbye. Now we look at this 4-star gear. We put that on her. We will be using Aethel eventually, so we can put all that on there, because there's also a mission for an attack champion wearing attack gear. That'll help check that off too. Okay. Now we have to clear stage 7 of the sewer. But for our missions here on the challenges, we have to win more artifacts from the sewer first, and the castle first. So let's get that out of the way, because when we go into the sewer, we want that to already be doubling down and overlapping. What we can do now too is they're going to start here. We turn on super raids. It runs 2 battles at once. And in the early part of the game, you have lots of energy, so it's a good time to do this. because you need the you need the artifacts to sell them. You need the XP for the champions, and you're finishing mission. You're basically multitasking. You're doing as much as you possibly can at once. So you do need 3. So even though we got a shard, that's great, but we want to get 3. We need 1 more piece. So we'll run it again. You do have the option to put it back to a single battle if you'd like, if that's how you want to roll it, to be really energy efficient. Next area, same thing. Already level 7, awesome. Go to the next area. Now we got the tavern unlocked. Means we can put brews into these champions. We're gonna wait to do that because there's again another mission for the Arbiter down here. Right there. So we can't retroactively do that. You have to do it once it pops up, and that's going to happen with the arena missions as well as other missions for it. Also to point out, there are resources here later to get. Energy and arena refills, things like that. There's chickens in here. Some forge materials. There's a chicken there. Useful things for later on. Try and reserve that. Forget about it. Get it later when you need it. For some reason, I'm in full screen, but it's kind of like stretched the edge. I don't know why it's like that. There we go. Alright. I do need to get 2 more champions from here. I'm going to save the shards until there's a 2x. We're going to strictly only open shards during 2x. Now, sometimes you can get lucky with new accounts, and they might have a higher chance. You can get like a lucky account, so to speak, that it'll pull a legendary on the first shard it opens. This rarely happens, but it can happen. It's like a 1 in 10 chance with new accounts, give or take 1 in 20. I don't know the actual number. But if you get lucky, congratulations. I'm going to hold off and just maximize the shard usage. We already have a great legendary and some great epics to start off. I'm going to get another epic at level 25, so that's something to keep in mind. Go in here. We finished some of our dailies, so let's collect those. It's going to link us up 1 more level, give us some brews for later. Alright. Okay, so we didn't finish this. I believe it was the second area. We might have missed one, so we'll just run them all again. You don't need to do the boss again. You only have to get for the first top like 7 places. Oh, so there we got the completion there. As a heads up as well, when you are able to join a clan, you want to jump in the clan and then see if there's so here we go here. We're gonna go. I don't want it to auto join me. So what I'm gonna tell you to do, you're gonna say do not show full clans. Go down to clan level, put it up to 12. I think 15. I think you can go away with 15. You're going to search. Now, most of these clans are going to require a lot of power, but you're going to try and hopefully find one that just has join over here. Like that one. And you just double check they don't have a crazy... Clan boss, yes. Hydra, yes. CVC, yes. But they have no limit. And let's look at the members. A lot of these are high level. There's a couple of no logins, low level though. So they seem to be pretty forthcoming and welcoming as long as you're playing. Why I want to join this clan. Oh, there we go. Did it accept or no? Did it bug? So I think it kicked me right away, I don't know. Let's find out. It'll tell you. So I am in a clan. Okay. Standard gaming. There we go. It just took a second to load. Now we're going to go to clan quests. We go into the final one here, and we're going to look for get rare or epic from campaign. This one. So we get a lot of points for that, the clan vs clan gold, and then this is what we want to eventually do. We won't be able to do that day one, and finish top 3 in tournament. Now there's sometimes an event one in here as well. We'll check if it's here. Unfortunately, there's not. I would say this one, but it's 100. If this was 50, it's doable. At 100, we aren't going to make that much food. $100 uncommon to rank 3 puts us at, and you know what, we got 4 days, so I am going to take that one against my better judgment. So that's 1,000 of this. We can, so we clearly can't get the legendary book early, and we don't want to try and get too many fragments early. You can, if you want, start on that, but I would highly suggest grabbing the accessories up here. We're going to go to our challenges here. Clear these. So the gauntlets, chest, and boots we still have left. So gauntlet, chest, boots, these 3 here. It wants us to get 5 of each. Okay, so there's 2 more. Where's the account thing? I'm going to load the music from here. There's some music for the background. We don't want to go into dungeons yet. Gotta do one more. I think we got all 4, but we aren't. These champions aren't overcapped on experience, so we're aren't max level. So we're just gonna go to next. There's the achievement. So I think we need 1 more. Level 12. So we aren't going to go into arena yet. Now there's a 2-piece set we're going to put on him. We're going to get from campaign. It's normally a clan boss set, and it gives him, or sorry, it's an arena set. It gives him 15% HP as well as 15% shield for 3 turns. Being a support, it's great for him. We also have the option to put there's a clan boss 2-piece set we'll get as well, epic level, but it's level 3 instead of 4, and it heals by 3% every turn. You're okay, Willow. Okay, that one's finished too. Now we could, at this point, because we have already 3-starred these crypts, we could throw in a 3rd champion for XP like Aethel. Next run I'll do that. You can either choose to focus getting these 2 to max level fast, or having another option. Great Hall will be from arena medals. We can't, we aren't doing arena yet because these guys aren't leveled up. You want to jump in arena right away, mate, right away. Now this music's officially by Raid, so I hope they don't flag it because it's their music on their site. Okay, so those missions should be done. funny story on my main account. So this guy's an actual champion. He's one of the only bosses in the campaign that is a champion. I didn't get him for 6 years. I actually forgot he was in the game because I did not get him. I mean, as a champion. And so I just totally forgot he was in the game. And then finally I pulled him, and it was so underwhelming because, like, he used to be really good. Like, way back. Like, he was considered, like, okay. And then now he's just, like, a Vault Guardian. Like, he is... No one uses him. It's just... He needs to get, like, an ally protect with shields and then, like, do a provoke or something. He has to be elevated so much to match the current Legos that are out to make him interesting again. I think they should give him, like, a Valkyrie shield with, like, a shield based on his defense or HP. Give him a provoke, and then also give him thorns like Troggy the Frog gives, like a reflect damage. And even if it's only on him, the other thing you give him to make him really interesting, give him, if you don't want to do provoke, give him taunt. Put all those 3 in a bag, he becomes a very interesting champion. I do also think he needs a visual overhaul. He's one of the oldest champions in the game, and he's just not the visual acuity. He could look better, is what I'm getting at. He just doesn't stand the test of time versus the other champions in the game. So we have to clear the sewers now, and challenges. We're trying to make sure these line up, so not in those artifact ones. So this is the support champion, equip 3 sets on one. So we're going to go over here to her quickly. We're going to give her the common ones because we don't want... We can also give her the uncommon ones too, but we just don't want to give her the... So we're looking for HP percent because that is a later mission too, so 2 birds, 1 stone if you did get them. We unfortunately didn't. That's a piece we can destroy, so we'll leave that there. Speed, there's HP. So there's all 3 of those done. We got a book. There's the offense one I was talking about, already done because it's all on the one champion we did. And now we have to go to the sewers and do the sewers as we were talking about before. So now, go back in here. Now we don't have the stars for these, so we're only going to put 2 champions in. Now we're going to go back because we do need multiple pieces of this gear from these areas, just like we did with the first area. I promise the game gets more interesting once you're done the campaign. It's just something you got to get out of the way. Like, honestly, in about half an hour, once this first section's out of the way, we'll be able to jump into dungeons. There's a lot more fun stuff to do. Now, I will point out, too, I joined a higher level clan. One of the downsides of that is that they're so far beyond what you're going to be doing in the game. It's actually better to join one, do missions like the ones I chose, get them done in that first, leave immediately. And you're not leaving to get new clan missions, you're leaving to get into a clan that's at your level, so that they're doing the right clan bosses, that they're, you know, they're at the same par as you. You're benefiting from the clan gold, but like we just had CBC for instance like this week, so like I'm not going to benefit from them finishing CBC in a higher level for me. So like you know, 2 weeks from now that could be a benefit, but I have to also hit their minimum point cap, whatever the clan set. If my clan is only 1,000, the one I just joined, but if they raise that to 20 for instance, it's really hard for an account low level to match that. I'd be sitting in a dungeon all day. I would have to leave. I'd have to use like 1,000 energy in a dungeon to hit the point cap. I'll go over those things after though. Right now, just starting off, having a good time. New accounts are fun. There's like a fresh start. It's interesting. It feels like the game. It feels like the game's better with limitation, because at the end game you're not limited. Like usually you have a lot of resources, and it's just a matter of you have to allot the right resources to the right things. And even still, there's certain resources that like end game are just still a pain. Like 6 years in. Like silver is still a massive issue they haven't fixed. If you use your forge as a silver farm, you just end up with needing to do tons of arena. You have to do tons of arena anyway, but now they want you in live arena. You have to spend a lot of time in live arena, so you can't do normal arena. It's just they've created such like a flip-flop back and forth. If they want to make live arena better, they need to kick it up and probably put gold medals from regular arena as some kind of incentive reward for live arena, maybe 10 medals per battle or something, because newer players aren't going to touch live arena. Straight up. For 6 months, you're not going to touch it. And why you're not going to touch it, you might put your toe in it kind of thing and like try, but you're just going to face teams that'll wreck you. We're going to go in here. We're going to put a champion here to gain some XP. So out of these champions, we're going to eventually use him. So we're going to put him in here to gain XP passively. Also, we don't have duplicates, but in here you can put duplicate champions, and they give you bonuses to that whole faction, which matters for mid to late game. I have 3 million silver. You may think that's a lot. It is not. It is by no means a lot of silver. Right now, the fusion warm-up is the only thing we can do. So we'll leave the energy for now. The fusion is about to start, but I doubt we can do it with such a new account. We would need a great many shards to be able to finish it. That is my cat being upset with another cat. It's a good time. So on to the next stage. Two cats are having a Mexican standoff back and forth, so I'm trying to keep them from fighting. I'm just realizing what the power draw probably is. I had my headphones charging. I wonder if that's what it was. So those are defense gauntlets. If they were a defense set or another set that was good for supports, I would put them on LIGHTSWORN, this guy here. But an attack set, no. And it's only a 1-starred piece. Early on, stats over sets. So stats are more important. So getting that defensive piece on him is more important than worrying about the bonus the set's going to give. That would just be a fringe benefit. Later on, once you have a decent amount of gear, you know, a frost set or a healing set, those kind of things matter more. We really are, is this not, it is a super, yeah. We're just really getting lucky there that it's only getting one piece a run. Why is Eric's a legendary? Somebody's got an Eric, so I just want to see what champion that is. Oh, him. Okay. Very underrated champion. He's very good across most areas of the game. Really interesting arena type champion. And also early on when you're going through websites for information, just be aware they're trying to give you general information, but overall, like Eric's is an S tier damage dealer, and he retaliates. He has a bunch of great abilities. So it's not suggested like if you go to Hell Hades, he has a 3 overall. So it's not suggested to just take that as face value, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Keep only getting one piece. I wonder what. I'm not selling anything, so I wonder what's going on there. I wonder if the animal noises and Raid's music is upsetting her. I'm gonna put on some White Bat Radio. It's just playing. Gives me 1 sec, because it's way too loud for this time in the morning. Hard scale, Lizardman, not who we're looking for. Okay, horror. There we go. Oh, it's only a 3-minute song. Huh, he put out, good for him. He's starting to put out like songs instead of like hour-long playlists. Oh, he's got a couple songs, awesome. Industrial, dark synth, dystopia, atmospheric, retro synth. Let's do chill synthwave. Actually nostalgic, oh, it's only a song. Shit, son of a. There we go. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit because it's gonna be sunrise here soon. I do think we gotta go back to finish the gloves there. One boot to rule them all. I'm gonna check the XP. I'm gonna do a single run to see, compare the XP, because I don't know if this is double running. There we go, it is, okay. We need that to, there's a mission later where we have to get percentage based. Which ones do we still gotta do? So we got helmet, boots, and stage 7. So we missed the helmet. Every time you level up, by the way, it refreshes your full energy. So that's also why you don't want to claim the new energy refills, because one, if your max energy on it is only, say, 62, it's only going to give you 62 instead of like 120, what it's worth later, once your account's leveled up past 30. So you're losing energy if you use the potion refills versus just the other energy available to you. All these clan invites you're seeing at the top, that's what Plarium changed and destroyed the chat channels with. Chat channels used to be very active, but likely because they didn't want to deal with harassment and those kind of things, they made all clan invites go to all channels as a promotion, and in doing so, they made it impossible to talk in the channels. Okay, we needed the helmet. What was it? Helmet, boots, and stage 7. He is down. Emerging from the sewers, the companies set their compass northeastward and began a long and arduous trek to the catacombs. Epic gear. The only time you'll really ever see it from the campaign until you're in Nightmare campaign. But why this matters is because it can go on him. All these are done. And now, just upgrading artifacts. 12 artifacts to level 4 or higher. Support champion with 4 support artifacts. So notice he is a defense champion. He is not a... Well, he is a support. He is not a support type. That is what you're going to look for, this detail right here. Now you can go down here and choose to like organize all your support champions this way. But consider I'm going to use the Sacred Order ones. I'm going to put them all into favorite. You can choose any of these, build one, all that kind of stuff. So these are going to be my key 5. What I can do as well, I'm going to only put summoned champions in here. And all the other campaign ones I'm going to put here. All the common ones we will not keep. So something you can do as well is this. You can select a champion. You can select the common ones and get rid of them that way. Or if you have uncommon and common champions you don't care about, you hit instant upgrade and it just selects all of them. Now because I've put him in a group, it's taken him out. So it's only going to kill those ones. Now we want to go here and upgrade these all to level 4. For these upgrade to 16 missions, it's actually cheaper to upgrade lower tier, like 1 and 2 star. Well, it's thrown away currency, so to speak. You can maybe do 3 stars if you're going to use them. But if you use 4 to 6 star, then they're going to be really expensive to upgrade. And it's just better silver management to complete those gear to level 16 missions early on by doing lower level ones. Do try to find ones you're going to use. But sometimes you just gotta, you know, get it done and move forward. Energy. Because those aren't energy refills and they're 25 base energy, I'm just going to keep accepting them as we're going. This one's 75. No. Almost closed the game. As you're progressing too, the game's going to keep trying to sell you things. So we go here. We'll take him. Now notice the brews we have are blue, so they're meant that what they'll give her 18,000 XP. I'm just going to show you. If I try to use it on her, she's only going to get 12,000. So you're going to lose 6,000 HP or XP if you use the wrong brew on the wrong type of champion. The mission was to use 4, so there we go. Now it wants us to summon 5 champions. We're going to do 10 and see what happens. Now these green shards are free in the game. You earn a lot of them, but you can only get up to rare champions with them. And it's a 1% chance for rare. You'll get a lot of uncommons though, and the commons will be what are considered like food. The uncommons you will build into 2-star or 3 to 3-star food, etc. Now it's telling us to go do a potion keep, so we're going to go into one of the dungeons quickly. This potion keep is always open. These ones are open for the first week, but normally it's just 1 per day. Normally you might have to wait a bit to jump in here. Now, our main friend there, because he's in the sparring pit to gain XP, he can't just jump into battles. So we are throwing in a different friend. This is a good way to get food experience while you're going through the campaign. Get your champions experience, also ones you're going to use. Now him we're going to eat later and turn him into a 3-star chicken. Maybe a 4-star even. But we are never going to put gear in him, we're not going to use him. Some uncommon champions are good and they're worth it, like Armiger and Shield Guard, to name a few. This mission we only need 1. We are trying to be linear focused on what we're getting done in the game. So now we're going to go see, got to go back to Catacombs, which is this 3rd area. That's why we haven't cleared it, because like if you plowed through to here, you got to go all the way back and start doing this, and this will give way less XP. Where now, early on, that XP is more valuable. guy's Seeker. He's a great epic champion. Probably in the top 10. He's a turn meter manipulator. Does an increased attack on your, and he buffs your team as well. If you're ever curious what buffs or debuffs, you can open that screen I just did. I'll open it here. So if you hit the info screen as you're fighting, you'll see the buffs and debuffs come up. So shield and continuous heal. Increased crit rate, increased speed. Heal reduction on our support. Then, handing them the royal signet, he said, "Ask Queen Ava forgiveness for my false betrayal. Thank her for giving refuge to my people, and request her help to find the cause of this shadow." Upgrade a rare type champ. So, your champions have skills, and you need books to upgrade them. Do not follow this under any circumstance. Rare book, rare champion only. Epic book, epic champion only. Legendary book, legendary champion only. Mythical book, these are stupid rare. This red here, if you even get a mythical champion, because there's not easy ways to get them. The books only go to them, and make sure they're worth booking. Sometimes you don't need to book a champion. So this, I only need to do one right now. Hoping it goes to her A2 or 3. It went to her A1. We're going to fully book her by the end anyway, but just pointing that out. And there's the champion progress. Now we got a arena refill out of it. These are referral links. If you click this, and you can send it to your friends to get them to start playing. Now it wants me to go in arena. We will actually go to arena now. Now early on you're going to get like bot accounts to fight. This defense is very weak. It will not suffice. I don't need to put 4 champions in here, but we will just for the sake of it. And 2x. That's why we leveled up the champions a little bit, because sometimes you do fight like level, a level like 20 or 37 Kale who's got gear. It's an actual person, and even though it's early on, you might lose. You don't want to lose your arena battles, especially the first few. He's a champion you can get for free with the referral link in the description. You get legendary Elenaril, as well as Tagoar and 2 other epic champions. And you can use the Get Alice promo code to get Alice on that one as well, or you can use, you have a few days left to use Supreme 6 to get Supreme GALEK, Void Legendary, highly suggested to get that one. And you can also get Desert Queen to get Tuhanarak, she's still available as well. And these are masteries. I'll go over these another time, but most websites or YouTube or any videos will show you how to do this. For Alice, because she's an attack-based champion, we would want the crit rate. This just removes some of the stats you might need from gear, and you also get things like lifesteal when she's under 50% health. These are extreme. These two here are really strong versus Giant Slayer, and War Master are very strong versus bosses. Helm Smasher on certain champions that ignore their defense are really good as well. And if you're going for strictly arena champions, you might want to take this one just to get the huge crit damage. Accuracy tree here with support, and this does like, we'll get things like this that like give you stat boost bumps off that. And then defensive tree, this might redirect damage, it might give them more resistance, increase the heal or shield amounts, things like that. You can only reset masteries once for free after you get all the scrolls from the Minotaur, otherwise you have to pay gems every time you do it. Which is next place we're going. Normally we would put 5 champions in to gain XP. This area is very different because the more champions you put in here, the more spread out the scrolls will be. Only 1 champion each run will get scrolls, and until they're fully mastered, they unless they have the full amount of that specific level of scroll, you don't want to just throw champions in here. So right now we're getting the common scrolls. There's like an uncommon level green one, and then the 3rd level is red. If you put, so see Aethel got them there. But once we get about halfway through, it'll be the white and green scrolls. And if the white scrolls are only on the... so say Alice has all her white scrolls, but Lightsworn and Aethel don't, it'll keep bouncing between the two of them. But vice versa, if all of them need the green scrolls, then Alice will be sharing those with them as well. She won't be guaranteed to get them. The only way to guarantee them is to put her in there alone, or put them like, so say Alice had all of the scrolls she could get possibly, then the other two would redirect them to them. You're going to be in Minotaur a lot. Just not off the start. You can also buy scrolls for 800 gems. It only costs 650 gems on floor 15, the bottom floor, to get scrolls for a champion. Sorry, I'm just closing the popcorn. She keeps trying to eat it. And once you're done getting the scrolls, you continue and continue. And so you'd be spending 150 gems every time. I didn't mean to use that. I just used my daily refill, so it only gave me 63 energy instead of, in a couple levels, this might be at 70, 80, 90. I was clearly doing it to show you what not to do, right guys? Right? Alright. Gonna check out what challenges we have right now. Those are all the keeps. Artifact, we're on 12 artifacts, level 4 or higher. That's 4. I've got nothing on him. Right now, as you can see, we don't have any set options. Does this one on? So it wants me to win lifesteal artifacts in here. I need 2 more. There we go. We'll hold off on taking that for now. But I do need to see, so back to the normal castle to get the artifact grind there. And once we unlock Faction Wars, we should be able to clear the first 2 areas, and that gives you runes as well as forge materials, your first little bit of forge materials. Now your first, I think, 12 or 24 hours in the game, it gives you a 2x on sacreds. The first sacred you could honestly obtain is in hard campaign. So if your champions are strong enough, they can clear the second stage of campaign, and you can get a sacred from there. It's up to you. You can also earn, this is one of the only places you can earn shards daily, is from the Demon Lord. Now, again, this is what I was talking about, like this clan might be doing Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare, and I'm on Easy and normal clan boss. So that's why it's to my benefit to finish this stuff early and then join a clan lower level. You'll be clan hopping a lot your first few, unless you find like a good group of people playing or create a clan with your friends that you guys can progress together. This music is very Terminator. The original Terminator, 1980s. I think it's 84, I want to say, or 85. Oh, gotta go back, didn't finish that. I'm going to worry about those later when I need energy. Because you are burning a lot of energy trying to get those artifacts, and I'd rather just keep going forward in the campaign. Now, while we're going through campaign here, we can get lucky and get rare champions that are pretty good. One of them being Spirit Host. She's a speed lead. We do need one of those for Arena. She's also a support champion. And we also would be lucky to get War Maiden. She's a rare defense down champion. But those are two rare champions that are good right to the end game. So these ones, specifically 3-star, are also pain. A lot of people will stop at that point and stop doing them because you got to go back. Now I'm only going to do it once just to show you, but you can refresh the pages here. If you're specifically looking for the ancient, 5 ancient shards will be here in here every month, one at a time. You can also win 5 more from dungeons, and very unlikely, but you can also get them from campaign too. So that's 10 total a month you can get. If this was a better piece of 4-star gear, I might have thought about that. To unlock the rest of these slots though, gems, silver, gems, silver, gems, silver, you need probably 250 or 300 gems to unlock these, so don't use those right now. You want to save them for your... they've only just made the market better. Unfortunately, it's based on account level, so as low a level as I am right now, it's not going to give me 5 and 6-star pieces, but when it does, they do cost millions of silver usually. So it's up to you if you want to drop your silver in there. You're okay. You're okay. Good morning. Good morning, kitty cat. Rep confirm viewer gone. So there we go, that's one of the rares we can get. He's pretty good. He has a heal reduction. We do need that for one of the potion keeps. Okay. Now that we're about halfway done campaign, we are getting to the harder stages. They'll start actually hurting my champions. So I do need to eventually like put gear on them and level up the gear that is on them. One and 2-star gear is not going to cut it. Why these guys are hurting these, at least Alice, is because they're her opposite affinity. All of them are Force affinity, which is the red one. She is blue, Magic affinity. She is strong against the green affinity, which is Spirit. And where he is Void, he is not strong versus any affinity. He's neutral against all of them, and he's also neutral to their damage. And what he's placed on her was a provoke buff, and he's got a counter attack buff. Yeah, unfortunately she's died. He does have an ability I haven't unlocked yet, which is it does a revive on death. That's why he's good. We go back in here. We'll increase Alice's defenses. I'm going to put her boots up to level 11 for speed. And also give her more HP. Hit crit rate, nice. The same thing, I'm going to put this up to level 11 because there's missions later for level 12. We will put some, like a chest and glove combo on her just to give her maybe some more HP. Do that. Eventually we can ascend Alice. We don't have the potions to do this, but this gives you an idea of how many we need, and it upgrades her ability. Gives it an active effect. Now for him, the revive on death is only on his ascended ability. So we have to go in the void, keeping it 20 medium potions, which is 200 of the small ones. If you don't get 20 in the and then we also need another 12 of the medium arcane. But his second ability is the juice of what his champion does. So in here, it keeps wanting us to... it's going to keep doing this and not remove that red dot if we take that energy. So just know that's going to be annoying. In the novice tournament right now, we are in 5th. At 1,000 points, we'll get a set of speed gear out of there. Same thing, any uncollected things, it will keep prompting you to like, hey, check me out. Hey, check me out. So as I said, down here, so you got less than a day. Let's see if we can get that sacred by the day. No, you can do what I just did, and that way you don't have to click on all the commons. Like I said, was doing before, I'm going to take all the uncommons and put them in the reserve vault. Now these little symbols on the bottom mean they're part of a fusion, so these guys all fuse into something else. Later on in the game, you'll go into here. Not the fragments. This is something entirely different. Fusions. These are the fusions. They're permanent. They're always here. Certain fusion champions will be in here, and they look more like this or this. And in this case, uncommons make the rare, and the rares make an epic. You can fuse this one infinity times. This can only be fused once. This can, I believe, only be fused once. Maybe it's infinity on Relic Keeper too. And Lady Mikage, you can only fuse her once. These champions are all very hard to get. None of them are from campaign. And some of them, if you pull them, understand you might only pull them once. So they usually are only available during events with increased rates to get them. Okay, gather my senses here. Okay. So these are ancient shards. They can summon 90% of the time they summon, 92% of the time they summon rares, 8% of the time they summon an epic, and 1%, or half a percent, sorry, on legendaries. That goes up to 1% during a 2 times. The epic rate will go up to 16%. And so during a 2 times, you are more likely to get more epics, which really helps your account, and the very slim chance you'll get a legendary. Sometimes you do get crazy times where you'll pull 2 legendaries in a 10 pull. Some people, I think the most I've seen is someone pulled 3. But the numbers to get more than 3 are astronomical against you. If anyone's done a 4 pull before, I'd love to see it. You'd likely need video of it because I don't think anyone would buy a screenshot. I think the craziest pull I ever had was pulling 10 void shards. I got 5 epics and 2 legendaries in the 10 pull. Sadly not on my main account. So the last keep was negative affinity, so that's why it was harder to get through. This one is neutral and negative affinity, so it means I'm stronger than most of them. She was a void epic there, but the rest of them are spirit, so that's why Alice is getting green hits on them. Yellow to green is because they're neutral hits to green hits means they're it's like she's got a positive affinity on them. She's basically one-upping them. Huh. Why does the chat want to need to be a certain size? Huh. Good morning. Alice is chomping through. Eventually we'll come in here and we'll farm speed boots. It's just far more reliable to get speed boots from campaign than it is to get them from the dragon. Even with a 3 times speed, when they do the events for the dungeons to get more speed gear, etc. out of them, it's way easier just to keep farming campaign, even though they'll be common or uncommon. It's just better not to waste the energy. They reeled in horror at what they found, having exchanged the grace of the Elder for the dark power of the Shadow. The Queen had mutated into a malicious sorceress. It was she who has betrayed the King, had fomented the war between Carrick and Aravia. But to what end, what bargain had she struck? The company now realized the Skinwalker had barred Fellowin's gates for good reason. Donning their cloaks, the heroes fled the palace. They joined the refugee travelers under the escort of the Sacred Order to uncover what dire fate Queen Ava had laid down for them. That's the healing set I'm talking about. It's a clan boss set. That's really good to throw on him. I didn't read the story there, sorry. But we did finish our mission, so we go to champions here. We're gonna close that, close that, close that, collect these, go to the bastion, don't touch that, go to clan, the one I'm still in, collect our 350. Now we can go in here and look at all the things we can't buy. What I am gonna try and do is hope that I can get a piece of this 5 or 6 star accessory for Alice, and hope it's for her faction. That is undead, unfortunately. That is Ogren, unfortunately. So we didn't get lucky that time. You can also grab silver in here. It's great to grab early. Also tons of energy. That's 1,000 energy you could be grabbing. Alrighty. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Go to next. I am going to put that healing gear on him in a moment. Sorry, Mr. White Bat Radio. I'm going to pause you for a second. And we are going to... I just want to see if there's any news on the new events. I'm pretty sure it starts tonight. Take your time, YouTube. Take your time. Watch that later. I'm looking at some people. So today is the patch day, okay. So it does come out tonight. There's a streamer named Kempachi who's Final Kempachi. He's got he's prepping for it. He's helping people prep for it. So day 52, Volkin 3-keyed Ultra Nightmare. 87 million, good for him, good for him. Boozer is using a free epic to solo Sand Devil with food. Now the free epic he's using revives on kill. I believe he's using, it's called Tormentor or something like that. He's part of the Rosin fusion, I believe. And the info's out for the fusion. It's rare. Oh man, so you can't miss any of these champions. It's going to be 16 of the same rare. These used to be different rares, by the way. This is how scaled down they've done with champ design. So it used to be 16 different ones. Now you need 16 of the same champion rare. Then you need 4 epics, and then you get the champion. Now, a lot of people are not happy with how this event's structured. Have to wait and see. I've noticed a lot of those CCs that have been doing raid for a while, they've been bowing out or retiring. Some of them started Godforge with Hades, so they're going to that now, starting another company themselves. Jedi. He's not looking at the fusion. They've just been doing so many events lately. We got another rare, so now we got a food version of him because we got a couple, or we can use that as a book. God, my fans are going crazy. A lot of them are already going over advanced teams to fight the dungeon. I'm more interested about the fusion. Untapped potential in Loki. I really think his misstep is on, like, people don't value it. Like, I've fought in a bunch of Lokis in Arena that they're pretty annoying. If they get a bunch of missteps off back to back, it's not a good time. Okay. So she was starting to get hit there pretty hard. One thing you could do is rotate an Aethel. Yeah, Aethel died. Gem Mine. Don't get this right away, but after you unlock your first Champion's Masteries, then is a good time to grab it. You know, you could do that. It's up to you. Why did I only 1 star? Oh. That's the thing we're not, like, people aren't talking about too much yet, is the relics. The new relics coming into the game with the new dungeon are ridiculous, apparently. A lot of people did shards this weekend. MTG Jedi's got pretty funny thumbnails, gotta give him that. There's an uncommon that can do Minotaur in 15 seconds. He must have stupid gear on it. So right before the fusion, by the way, they're doing progressive chance. So just... Apparently the voice actor for Raid, he was the voice of the game, like all their ads and stuff, he got cut. Maybe he found out he was getting paid less than the CCs, I don't know. Oh, maybe the AI voiced him and fired him? I don't know. How did this guy kill me? That wasn't paying attention. Combat tips, champion. So I have this base gear here, right? That's not rolled. This is where we'll go in here and we will remove. I do need this. I have to put it on someone else, so I'm gonna put this stuff on him. And now it's all messed up. Great. Yeah. Now it's level 13. Because the game is messed up. Good times. Hitting speed's nice. And that one leveled up fine. Okay, sure. Sure, game. Make him faster. That's good. You got more defensive stuff and health. As you see, our 2 5-star pieces. Why these would have been great for Alice is their chance to counterattack. I'm glad we both got rings, but I just mean it's unfortunate what we got. Still don't have enough gloves or anything for him. What you could do once the campaign starts giving you trouble is start going into the dungeons, go into Dragon, and start farming gear. Just to get, you know, hopefully get, you know, some 4-star pieces that are okay. Or you could plow forward, get the 4-star piece gear that's rewarded for killing the bosses here, and then go backwards to get your 3 stars. With the gear we have right now, we cannot, you know, hard campaign is just out of the question. So 3-starred that. Now here's where, like, I would want to farm this stage for 3. I'm trying to get it 3-star gloves. Because I need 3-star gloves and chest for lifesteal that are better than the ones I got. And I could put those on other champions. You're fine, Yerpy. You're fine. So 1-star crit rate, good, but it's 1-star. We're gonna go through the dungeon once, then I'll throw the other champions in to start getting SP. You're fine. Hello, Goofy. Roly-polies? Yeah. Rolling around. It looks like an overcast day, man. Oof. I gotta work tonight. So sometimes small upgrades will get you across, you know, get you across the line, so to speak. This guy's a good burner, specifically for Spider. Not sure if anyone uses him anywhere else. He put an unkillable buff, or no damage buff on himself. You can go look at what the symbols mean. There's a whole page within the game that tells you. So this guy... big decreased defense, but he only has a 50% chance to put it. It's on a 3-turn cooldown. That's rough. It's like, maybe? and 3 turns, try again. How many turns does it stay on to? It's probably 1 turn. Man, Uncommons had it rough before they stopped making them. Like, they don't even make it. Like, every faction gets 3, I think. Those newer ones. They just did not make uncommon shit. They're like, commons. Oh, well. There's no commons in any of the factions, the later ones. They just didn't even bother. Like, we don't need... no one uses them. We're beyond that now. If you just saw on boss stages, you only have to kill the boss. You don't got to kill all the minions too. He swore to restore their honor and to save the bewitched folk from committing their shards to Seroth. Oh, no, no, no. Ring for me. It's not. It's for Sylvan Watchers. We tried. It was a 5-star ring, to be fair. Normally it's a 3-star ring, so... lucked out there. So next we get this set. This set gives a shield. It'll help us finish the campaign. It actually helps us go back and redo all the other ones. Again, I skipped the campaign stuff. Sorry, I could read it through. I wish there was like a thing to check to redo it, so I could do a campaign read without starting a new account. So this is the stage that I can get War Maidens. I can hope for War Maidens. Likely will continuously get this guy for some reason. It's almost like it's like a 70 to 30% kind of thing, or even 80-20. But those 3 champions are the ones you can get from here, not her. Him, he's Outlander, I think's his name. So those 3 are the ones you can get from this area. This is a first. This is a first. I usually have to grind for this champion. Oh, that feels good. Alright. So usually you have to grind and grind relentlessly to get that champion. But she's a defense down, so I'm happy. That's good. That really helps out for later on. I can actually build a clan boss team now. Some of these clan names are getting nuts. The pro Second Amendments clan. Oh. Tell me you're American without telling me you're American. Oh. They're also funny though, so I gotta give them that. That's a funny clan name. I'm sure that they might get banned for that though. Like, I don't know if Raid gives them a message or tells them, hey, change that. But they try to keep politics out of the game. That's considered a political thing, so it's just stupid. Funny though. And even that, the mains NWO. I feel like a lot of people are getting prepped for the event tonight because there's a lot of new clans that are coming up. They're hilarious names. Too funny. Okay. So Lightsworn's going to be max level. I can swap him out, but I don't think our friend Aethel will survive this far in. Marked is also a great rare. You can get her as well. I don't think it's from this area, though. These are all the champions. So there's actually 6 champions. So Shield Guard is great as well. I can't say I've gotten him often from here. Usually I end up getting the Berserker, that guy there, the one with the horn hat on. Marked, I believe, is from another area in the campaign. I think she's from the next area or one of the previous ones. These clan names, man. Comedy gold. There's Outlander. Is that area done? Now I gotta do the boss. Can they do the boss without dying? Find out next time on Raid Shadow Legends. It is wild to see how much my fan is revving on the computer. It's getting picked up by the speaker right now. Turn the gain on the mic down a bit. It still picks it. How about now? Alright. Now? 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's still picking up at like -5 decibel. That's nuts that the fan is that. That's wild the fan's that loud. Hey, they did it. But due to the horror. But to their horror, as the incantation to Sarath resumed, they realized the souls of the congregation were still corrupted. It was then that the Arbiter appeared with news from the Knights of the Sacred Order. They were assembled at Godfrey's Crossing in a final bid to destroy the demon priests of the Hallowed Halls. Go forth and make haste, brave champions, she intoned. I will stay and purify these souls. Hey, it's a good piece. Hey, it's okay. Hey, it's going in the garbage. So this set gives 15% HP and a shield for 3 turns. Self shield. Keep that in mind. Self. Because there's a shield set you get later on that shields the team, which we do want. We will get that from these missions. I believe... Where is it? Much later down. Much later. Where is it? It's here we go. Okay. We get it here. Right now we are here. Win one of each type of life artifact from clearing. So this is again the 3rd time we have to go back to the castle. Oh, they are brutal. We're level 19. 25 we get our next champion. We do get... We're at 398 points, so we're getting there. That needs sewers. Activity again. Yeah, that didn't work out in our favor. I want the healing set on him, so... She's an attack based. 1, 2. Attack chest. Do we have an... So over here you have a filter. You can search. I just don't have enough to... Like we've... No, yeah. That's what I thought. Oh yeah, I do have speed boots. That's true. Accuracy. Only piece. She needs accuracy to land her decreased defense, so... Hey, it hit speed. Nice. The only benefit of having to go back to these places. Sewer, sewer, sewer. Castle. You have to get 3 stars from here. So I'm going to take him out and put her in now. We need to get 3-star pieces, so... Fingers crossed, because getting those from normal is brutal. Two-star goodbye. Now, I love Alice, but one thing I should do is swap Alice out for Ethel, just to get her maxed at 32. Because they're going to be in here for quite a bit. Still no 3-star. I have auto battles. I'm going to set 3 and be right back. These will be done quickly. I maybe should put more. I'll put the music back on. Yeah, still didn't get it. Putting the music back on for you. I'm just getting a coffee. Still no 3-star. What you can do too, just to change things up, is just keep having them go forward, and then go back to the start, and then go forward, back to the start, and it just changes things up at least to what you're seeing them fight. Funky Fresh. Kokopi. Thank you. Yeah, we just cannot get a 3-star to save our lives. No shield. Oh, that's hot. Alright, not looking out, and I don't want to waste the energy. But to go further, we do need... How are we doing here? At Golfer's Crossing, where the Deadlands met the gorge of the hallowed halls, they came upon a horrific sight to behold. The remains of a fallen army were scattered on the far side of the bridge that separated the two territories. Realizing the Sacred Order must have fallen into an ambush, the company proceeded with great caution to the crossing. So the ambush is to the Lizardmen. They do not like our champions. They hit hard, and we're probably going to die once we get halfway through this dungeon. The option here to go farm potions to ascend these two, and only these two, which will probably take about 200 energy, if not more, or maybe 350 if we include the 275s, or we keep pressing forward and just accept 1 stars by putting 4 champs in these. Which is probably the better play, because then we get to level 25 and get our poisoner. And he did die. Balefish, okay. Why you do this? So I'm only going to stream this morning for another about 20 minutes, and I got some things I got to do. But I will be back on later tonight once the event starts. Nice. Faction War is open. That's why we picked all these champions, is so we could slay Faction Wars. We leveled up 2, so energy refresh. So this red shield, that's the decreased defense debuff. Now it can be 30% or it'll be 60%. The 60% is clearly better. Negative 60. Alice is one of the rare champions, by the way, that her AI is actually pretty good. Like, she knew that other champion was almost dead, so she didn't use her AoE on him. She just did her single target. You don't always get that lucky. So far, we only lost in this first round. But I feel like these last two are getting to be on the wire. Now we can do some more gear upgrading. Might put her gear to 15, depending on the item. Her shield and her weapon are probably the top 2 priority. These two champions are the most dangerous. Poisoner, and then he steals buffs, and he decreases turn meter. And he's her negative affinity. That's why I'm trying to get rid of him first, but Lightsworn did not make the cut. She might live here, it's a maybe. It's a big maybe. That was lucky. But Lightsworn didn't make the cut, sadly. Okay. Now the boss. I was about to say, he puts unkillable on himself. That's what that little cone, like, megaphone-looking icon is. They passed to the other side, where the armies of the Sacred Order had been decimated. One of the heroes picked up Kenrick among the dying. He called to his brother-at-arms around him, and all four fell to one knee. "O valiant knights, in your crusade against evil, you redeemed your order." He then lifted his eyes to the sky. "Fear not, noble lords, may your souls ascend to the lights of Lumaya." The company then pressed on, army on the ready, toward the hallowed hill halls to claim their vengeance. We're in it for revenge, boys. In it for revenge. Team, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Upon arriving at the hallowed halls, to the great surprise of the valiant heroes, the chief of the Night Rev held out a hand in friendship. "Great warriors," they bellowed, then the hall steeps. "Let us join hands in blood. Your valor will receive far greater reward in the design of Sarath than in the failing light of Lumaya." The spell of the shadow was at its most potent in these halls. But our heroes with hearts of pure and English. But our heroes with hearts still pure and noble remained loyal to the righteous light and offered only one answer, which is we're gonna go kill them. Now again, problem. Negative affinity. What are you doing? So Alice might not make the cut. Actually, it's been Lightsworn dying, to be fair, not her. He's got the healing set on. Good morning, Puff. Captain Coco. The Puff can't get enough. Oh, playlist is almost over. The RP down. Will already broke stuff up there. You don't go up there, okay? She's already in trouble. Okay, you don't go up there. You're too chunky to be up there. It's dangerous, okay? Alright, I'm not going to put on another song. No cocoa, my breakfast. Yep, beat. So we still don't have enough to get the masteries, so what we can do is go here. And get these done. So I've got books for him, but again, he's not ascended in the skill I want. So I have to do that first. So castle, life artifact. I'm missing one of them. Oh, some of these early ones are just so annoying. Like the first like 20 missions are just annoying. Alright. Normally don't come in here early, but I just need gear. Once we get to like the 3rd floor, we'll start super rating. Excuse me, sorry, I'm just eating before I go to sleep. That's got to be a bait promo code. A guy's got a thing saying promo code Demon Slayer and you get a legendary, but it's showing the fusion icon. Yeah, I don't buy it. It's the same guy. Nonetheless, we're going to be doing Dragon and then back into campaign. We'll pick up things tonight. If you're watching the VOD, just like the video. Appreciate it so much. Thanks, and have a good rest of the day. Event starts tonight, guys.